very interesting, artisan or hipster toast, and a lot of interesting opinions surrounding that as well. But you know, naturally, we extend this baking trend into our espresso kitchen this morning. And right now, Chef Zozo is here with multigrain seeded bread rolls.
Yes.
Very nice to have you.
Very nice to be here, as always.
I want to ask you first, people's actually been starting to miss you on Faves. Like, where's Zola? Where's Zola? We haven't seen her yet.
I was here yesterday.
No, but that's too long. That's too long.
It's too long between yesterday and today.
It is way too long. It's,
I'll try
many hours. Listen, what's your opinion on this hipster artisan toast?
Oh, it's
silly.
It's whack.
It's whack.
It's whack. It's just toast, people. It's just toast.
but it's a thick piece of toast.
It's a really thick piece of toast. Yeah. And yes, I understand that homemade jams and homemade spreads are better. But why are we calling it hipster toast? Why? It's just toast.
It's a new trend, Zola.
Stop it.
It's a new trend. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Okay. So we say homemade bread is best.
It is.
Okay. It is of course best. I love my homemade bread.
Yes.
So right now you're showing us a multigrain seeded bread roll recipe.
And this is a very uncomplicated recipe because of course I like people to see what we do and actually feel like they can try it at home and be successful.
Yeah.
So this is a very shortcut bread. So when you're sitting at home, you just made a pot of soup, you're like, I really want some bread to go with the soup. This is the bread you want to make.
Brilliant.
Okay.
And so a little bit of nutritional information before we get to going. If we're talking about energy, we're talking 933 kilojoules, only 7 grams of fat, sodium of 259 milligrams, and 3 grams of fiber. So a nice little bread roll there for you.
Fantastic. Okay, so in here we've got some bread flour and some whole grain flour, or you could use like nutty wheat flour.
Okay.
This is some instant dry yeast, which we add directly to the dry ingredients. No need to start the fermentation first, which is, sort of speeds up the process, okay?
Okay.
So that's in there. To feed the yeast, we add sugar, because yeast is a living organism.
It's still, I can't get around to that.
It is.
I just don't get it. It's weird.
It is. So you want to be very gentle in a sense when you're making bread because you don't want to kill it. Something like salt
Look after your yeast.
Something like salt will retard the yeast, so it helps fermentation and flavor development. Okay, so that's gone in there. And then of course, let me go with this great ingredient first. This is some Nespray.
What does that do?
This will sort of lengthen the shelf life of your bread rolls, first of all, and it also makes the bread tender and it adds a lot of flavor.
Nice trick, I like it.
It is, so it's a great one to put in here. So we've got that in there. Then our seeds, we've got some sunflower, we've got some, what are these called? Flax seeds.
Flax seeds.
We've got these ones, sunflower seeds.
It's all very healthy seeds, by the way.
It is all very, and the texture, you can just already imagine. We've got some rolled oats going in here. Just gonna mix that together.
This is definitely bread with a difference.
It is.
I'll tell you that much.
It is. And then some raisins, or you could use currants, or you could leave the raisins out. It's up to you.
I would leave the raisins out. Not a big fan, yeah.
Okay.
But
we'll pick yours out of the rolls.
I'll still chow down. If you would like to know how to make this multigrain seed rolls this morning, just like Zola is showing us, SMS the keyword Nestle to 33728. That's Nestle to 33728. We'll send you the shopping list. Also add a link to the recipe that you can go follow, and you will automatically be entered into the draw to win yourself a 500 Nestle hamper.
Yes.
Fantastic stuff.
Okay, so we've got some tepid water. You'll know what tepid water is because you have a child and you know what temperature.
Yes, it's like not lukish warmish.
Yeah, warm enough, but not too hot.
Exactly.
Because yeast is living, you don't want to kill it, right? Okay, so I've added
takes
oil.
The most amazing care of her yeast.
I've added the oil to the water and added that in. We're going to need a bit more. It depends on what the weather is outside, how much water the dough will actually absorb.
Really?
So just keep going until, so this will need a little bit more.
Yeah.
Until you have a dough, of course.
Okay. So
and
what is the exact?
Here's yours.
Take it. What is the exact consistency you want? Is this pretty much?
Yeah, that's a bit tougher than I'd have it. Just have it so that you can handle it and you can sort of knead it.
Okay.
So do you want to show us a bit of kneading technique?
Right here.
Right there.
Okay.
So
there we go.
Push the bread out and then fold it onto itself. So that's basically how you knead.
I've done this before.
I can tell. I can tell. You have the hands of a kneader.
Hands of a kneader.
So once you've kneaded it enough and the dough is lovely and elastic, you let it rest. So put plastic over it into a bowl, let it rest, let it rise.
You can have it back.
And then it'll double in size, and then you want to shape your rolls.
Okay. So now we're making tiny little rolls.
We're making tiny little rolls, so you want to fold it back on itself.
Okay.
Basically. Just like pinch the end. And then put it onto a tray, leave them to rise as well, and then pop them in the oven.
Easy as that.
And you can make them as big or as little as you want. We made little petite buns.
And how do you know when they're ready?
You know they're ready when bread is ready when it sounds hollow. Can you hear it?
That's okay.
Yeah, sounds hollow. And also a golden crust is nice. Or you can just break it open and you'll...
Perfect. All right, well, why don't you just put one little together? I would love to have a taste.
Okay, Mr. Ewan.
Please go for it, because I've got some details, because you could make this multi-seed grain rolls yourself at home. You can log into our Facebook page, Espresso Morning Show, SABC3, to catch all the details. But here's one last look at how Zola prepared these beautiful rolls.
Mix together yeast, sugar, bread flour, nutty wheat, Nespresso, salt and oats. Add raisins, flax seeds, sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. Combine oil and water, then add enough to dry ingredients to form a dough. Knead dough until elastic. Leave to rise until doubled. Knock back, then shape into balls. Place onto baking sheet, brush with egg wash and then sprinkle with seeds. Cover and leave to rise again. Bake at 180 degrees until golden brown. Serve rolls with butter, jam and cheese. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to www.expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword Nestlé to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe on our Mobi site. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
And there you have it, the recipe for your multigrain seed rolls, and they look absolutely delicious.
Aren't they adorable?
And you put, are you trying one already?
I am, sorry.
Wow.
I couldn't help myself.
Okay, so how does it taste?
It's good. Of course,
nice?
of course I'm going to say it's good. But everyone has to try it at home and tell us.
Look at that, perfect. That keyword once again, Nestlé to 33728. We'll send you all the details. SMSs do cost R1.50, but you'll automatically be entered into the draw to win yourself a R500 Nestlé hamper. Amazing. Thank you very much for the
Always a pleasure.
brekkie this morning. We're going to be taking a very quick ad break. Stay tuned because after the break, Coda is performing another great performance to rock you into this Tuesday morning.
Nestle, your love, their future.
Nestle, good food, good life.